Hey, what's up, guys? Carry on back in the video, and today I'm going to do my What If series. What if Naruto had a sister, part 10. So here it goes. There, technically in part 9, you've seen uh, Naruto Narco training there. Technically, um, mostly Jiraiya, mostly the guy with the glasses there was teaching Naruto how to walk on water there and stuff like that. And he technically learned it pretty quickly. He technically knocked out. Technically, Jiraiya was, you know, doing his research there. We all know what he was doing. And then he was like, "What? You're trying to get us caught there?" That's what he was saying to the guy with glasses, knocking the dude out. And he's like, Naruto was like, "Wait, you knocked my teacher out," and stuff like that. And then Jiraiya did his fucking intro there. And and then he's like later and stuff like that. He told Naruto to be later and stuff like that. We see Naruto training and stuff. And then Jiraiya comes over and says, "I did cost you a teacher there." So that was in part 9. Or in part 9 there, he said he's gonna be costing a teacher and stuff. And then we seen um begin to the round 2 there. Stuff happens the same there until till the Sand and Sound Ninja attacked there and stuff like that. So we go into part 10 there. And oh yeah, yeah. So we go into part 10. Based off the previous one there, we seen Akashi was telling Narco, Sakura, and Hinata there to wake up Naruto and uh, Shikamaru there and try to chase after Sasuke there. Mostly stuff plays the same there with it. Mostly they chase after Sasuke, Naruto, Shikamaru, Naruto, and Hinata, Sakura and Hinata there. Chase after Sasuke there and stuff like that, mostly chasing him and stuff like that and stuff. The third Okage versus Orochimaru might be the same there, so I'm not going to add that because it's mostly the same. Mostly Naruto and Narco, right? They're trying to chase after Sasuke there. Sasuke still chases them and stuff like that. When we get to where Sasuke caught up to Gaara there, technically he was like turning like evil and stuff like that. Like in the original series, he was like turning into the One Tails and stuff like that, and he's like, "You're afraid, Sasuke Uchiha," and stuff like that. Like in the original series, technically, Sasuke activates his curse mark there, in like in the original series and stuff like that, until Naruto, Narco, and Hinata arrived there because Shikamaru still took on Tamari. So technically, the fights begin there, and most of the fight begins, or not the fight, but mostly the thing there. Mostly Gara still gets Sakura there and traps her in the fucking. It traps her in the fucking the sand hand or something like she they did in the original series, but technically she got out of it pretty quickly because Hinata was there. She did her trigram air palm there, but was technically not really. She didn't really got out of it too quickly, but she was trying to get out, and mostly she got her out there, and then he throws another one there, trapping Sakura and Hinata there, so they're both trapped there. So they are both trapped there, like and stuff like that. And Naruto was like, he's like, Sakura, Hinata, no, and stuff, and then Naruto's like, you what? She's like, you did this to our friends and stuff like that. And then he's like, I don't care and stuff. So, so here it goes like in the original one there. Naruto starts off with 1,000 clones there to hit Gar there. He hits Gar with the shadow shirt, with the shadow clones there, and hit him over and over again and shit like that. Naruto uses her shadow shuriken jutsu there to make like 1,000 shuriken coming uh, right at Gar there. But technically, Gar is Sand is blocking all those shuriken. She's like, what and stuff, and then and he told Naruto, you can have it back. So he throws all those shuriken at her, and then she kind of got messed up a little bit there, but mostly because of the fox chakra there, she technically is like re-healing pretty fast and stuff. So when that was going on with that stuff there, when technically uh, Naruto was like, no, not he's like not Naruto and stuff, and he was like he's like he's like, take me on and stuff like that. So he takes him on and stuff. Technically, the same stuff there uses the thing there blowing half of the side off. There, that still happens there and stuff like that. And then he's like he's like going into his like almost in his like almost part of his one tails form and stuff like that. Naruto still sticks a kunai right up his ass there, blowing up blowing up part of his body, so it was like shit and crap like that. So and then he was saying all that stuff there. He's like, you make me enraged and stuff like that. So he's turning into the Shikaku there. So he turns into Shikaku there, and they're like, oh fuck. And he's like something of like this. He's like the scary of the sand, like he like in the original series kind of said that there also. And then and technically uh technically Gar falls asleep there. And then Chicago wakes up there like in the original series. He's like, I'm back, baby, and stuff like that. And then they're like, oh crap, how do we do this there? So Naruto did his thing there, like in the original series. He summons the Toe Cheat there. Naruto and Naruto were on him and stuff like that. They're like, and then he's like, how the fuck I got here? The Chief Toe was like, how the fuck I got here and stuff like that. And then he's like, oh, Chikaku the Sand Spirit and stuff like that. And they're like, yeah, we have to knock that guy out and stuff like that. And he's like, go take a hike, like in the original series. They told him to go take a hike. He's like, what? And stuff like that. And Naruto's like, yeah, what? You can't do it. And he's like, who the fuck are you? And stuff like that. And she's like, and you're kind of pissed off Naruto there. She's like, come on, you stupid toad. She's like, you don't know who I am? She's like, I don't give two fucks and stuff like that. So, yeah, technically and stuff like that and stuff. And then he's like, well, I might help you against him. So technically the Cheap Toad does his like little sword thing there, cuts his arm off, and then Cheap Toad was technically getting pushed around and stuff like that. And he's like, man, I need some help fighting this guy. And then Naruto was like telling Naruto, saying like, yeah, use your summoning jutsu, Naruto. And she's like, why? And stuff like that. She's like, I know you use that summoning jutsu there against that there. So just use it for teammates. You're like, okay, and stuff. So she summons Connie there, the snake. And then Connie's like, what is wrong, Lady Naruto? And then she's like, and Naruto's like, we're under attack and stuff like that. Or not, we're not under attack, but we're fighting this. She's like, oh, Shikaku the Sand Spirit there. Oh yeah, he's a bad news there and stuff like that. And then Chito's like, yeah, I was having struggles with them fighting. So, technically, both summoning animals there, the Cheap Toad and Connie, were trying to fucking blow his ass off and shit like that. Technically, technically both of them are technically having a struggles there and stuff like that. So, uh, mostly he's like, Naruto was telling him like in the original series there, Chito was telling him like in the original series, like I need fangs and claws there to actually do it. And technically, Connie's fangs and claws doesn't penetrate against Chicago's sand. We need something bigger and beefier and stuff. So technically, Naruto and Narco build up all their chakra there, wasting all their chakra. both of them actually waste their chakra and actually activates the Nine Tails chakra instead. So Naruto and Naruto activate the Nine Tails chakra inside of them, and then they're like, "All right, here we go" and stuff. So when Chito was suddenly holding them off and shit, when Naruto and Naruto were building up the Nine Tails chakra, and technically both the Nine Tails are like, okay, Shikaku, he might be a little bit, he might be troubling some. So technically, Naruto and Naruto did the transformation jutsu there. Technically, the Chitoden turned into the Nine Tails, and then Connie turned into the Nine Tails. So both Nine Tails attacks were, hit Shikaku there, and then Satsuki is like, wait, there's two of those things, and then technically biting, biting both of them in the biting. The first Nine Tails there bites it, and the other one bites the other one. They're technically bite both their arms, so he couldn't even move there. And then Naruto pops out of the thing, and he's like, "Wake up!" He's like, "Wake up, motherfucker!" Boom! Hits the guy in the fucking face there. Technically, didn't that punch didn't really woke him up there. He's like, "I have one more chance," and then he headbutts him there. And it actually wakes him up. He's like, and then Chicago's like in the original series, like, "No, I just fucking got here," and and then technically Chicago's sound was like fading off and shit like that. And Gaara was falling, Naruto was falling there. Chito was like, "Okay, let's get out of here," and then Connie's like, "Right." Both of them disappear. Naruto was like, telling Naruto told Connie, he's like, "Just go, also Connie. My brother can handle this," and she's like, "Okay, lady, Naruto," and then poof, and then disappear and stuff like that. Technically, Naruto and Gaara does like their punches, like in the original series. Technically, both knocking him out there, stuff like that. Well, both of them got knocked out and stuff. When they both got knocked out, uh, Naruto, like in the original series, he was saying something about like hatred and stuff like that, and technically Naruto kind of feels that because of the Nine Tails inside of her also, because again the 50-50 there. Technically she kind of feels that also because of that. And then Naruto was like, he's like, "You don't know about anything about dreams and stuff like that and stuff." And then technically uh, Sasuke told Naruto, he's like, "This guy had it and stuff." He's like, "Just give up on that stuff." And then technically Naruto's like, "Yeah, just let him go." So, like in the original series, Gaara apologized. Tamari and Kankuro fled with Gaara, and Gaara, like in the original series, apologized and stuff like to Gaara and Tamari there. And we go into we go into the next day there. The third Hokage died, like in the original series. We go see the funeral of the third Hokage. Still plays out the same there. He's having the ceremony and stuff like that. And then Naruto and Naruto were saying like to Aruka there, saying like how this ninja world is and stuff like that, like he did in the original series before he told Naruto that, but he also was telling Naruto also this. He's like, the both of you need to train harder there to actually survive in this world, or not survive in this world, but he trained really hard there to actually become a ninja and stuff like that. That's what he was saying and stuff. And then Akashi was looking at him there. He's like, they both grown up and stuff like that. He was talking about that with Naruto and Naruto. And mostly that's where technically where they technically the third Hokage technically died and stuff like that. And that's where technically where the what if technically ends there, because that's where technically what the what if ends there and stuff. So in part 11 there, we will see mostly Jiraiya trying to find Tsunade there. So the next one is trying to find Tsunade. That's going to be in the next what if. So yep, that's pretty much it. Comment, rate, and responsive to the members. We like our videos. Please subscribe. Hit the notification to send our uploads. Comment responsive to the members. Like, hang out. Out of your peace.